Hello everyone, welcome back, and today I'm going to make another list of cars. Today we're going to talk about the five of the best looking car designs you can get coming into 2021. And this is a money no object list. The last list I made where I talked about the ugly cars, those cars are more affordable, and I don't like the most expensive one. The iX is probably like a $70,000-$80,000 car, maybe $100,000 if you put full options on it. But I don't think that they were super expensive cars. Then this list are going to be more expensive. So if you're watching this, I'm an average person too, but I love supercars. If you're watching this list, I'd like to make a video of the affordable cars that look good for this year. In fact, I might make film that video later. But today we're going to talk about best designs, money, no objects. So in the last video, we were talking about worst designs, money, no objects. So starting with the first design, we have, this is in no particular order, the Lexus LC500. I have a picture of it up here on my phone, actually. I just took a screenshot from the computer. And it's a good looking car. I love, especially in this orange color. I'll put some pictures out on the screen. It's just such a good design. I mean, one of my favorite cars, one I hope to own someday, would be the Lexus LFA, which is already like $700,000 or something now. But that had the greatest sounding V10 engine ever. No one can make an engine sound, I don't think it'll sound better than that. I think it's probably the greatest sounding car ever. And the LFA was a really great car. I didn't like its styling that much. The rear end was just kind of weird. The front end was kind of weird. I just liked the way it is, and I didn't really like the way that looked. But I would buy it because of the V10 and everything else. The LC500 is a much better looking car. I love the lights. I love the grille. I know I don't really normally like Lexus SUVs and stuff, but it matches this car very well. I actually saw one first time for like a year ago at a golf course, and I was like, wow, what is that car? I didn't know that much about cars back then, but it is a really cool car. Next up, we have to talk about, which I probably named number one, is the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster. And I don't know how you can never say the Lamborghini is not a good looking car. They're having weird Lamborghinis, the Harama and that kind of stuff, but the SVJ, especially the SVJ Roadster, that car would be amazing to drive. I've seen one SVJ at a local Supercar Sunday event here. That car was spectacular. That was a green one. I might bring some pictures of it. It was a green one, bright green, and it was a hard top. But that car looked, I think it was a hard top. That car looked absolutely amazing. This thing's also, the Roadster is also pretty amazing. I can't think of a car that really tops this thing in craziness of design. It might not be classically beautiful, but right now I think it's the coolest car. It's also got that crazy naturally aspirated V12, 700 or 800 horsepower, 4-wheel drive. It's an amazing car, but it'll cost you about $600,000 if you buy a new one. Next up is the Ferrari 812 GTS, which is the convertible version of the Ferrari 812 Superfast, which is already a gorgeous car. I like the GTS better because when it's open top, it's one of those fun things I would ever do. I've seen 812s quite a few, especially one certain 812. These things are awesome cars. They sound amazing. They're very expensive, like $400,000 those things can cost you, but the GTS is worth it for the noise. I think it's the first V12 Spider front end V12 Spider Ferrari since the Daytona apparently, but it's an amazing looking car, and I think it's got the just every bit of the 812 design when you see pictures is just quite amazing. Definitely the best looking Ferrari that's currently made. Probably best looking one in the last decade, honestly. Alright, next up is the Pagani Huayra, and this is a design that's going to cost you a few $1 million, but out of all designs for sale, this might be one of the best ones. And looking at the Huayra's design, I mean, this is the Huayra Tricolore, which is the newest version, and also $7 million. But it's pretty gorgeous. They can get Pagani to make a special edition of anything you want for. You can get it in any color you want. You can get any kind of hood scoop. You can get a part from this car and a part from this car and a part from this car as long as you give them enough money. But this is that's amazing. Like the exposed blue carbon and the floating roof scoop, the crazy mirrors and the Huayra BC style wing and the shark fin. Everything about this car is amazing. And maybe I should make a separate video on the Huayra Tricolore. But this thing is just such a gorgeous car. And if you can afford this, which I doubt anyone who's watching this video can, this is the best looking car out there pretty much. Another great design I want to talk about, and this is not a supercar, but this is a pretty awesome one, is the Bentley Flying Spur. Now, I feel like I like this better than Rolls-Royce Phantom, which is a nice design, but I feel it's almost intentionally in your face. Well, see, looks wealthy, rich, fancy, expensive, but it doesn't look as in your face or intentionally in your face. Like Rolls Royce is not trying to look fancy. I mean, it is trying to look fancy. It's not trying to look, oh, look at me, I have a Rolls Royce. Look at me driving a $500,000 car, which is going to be worth $50,000 in 5 years. But this thing's pretty nice. It's got the W12 engine and everything. I think this is one of the best designs you can get, and I would love to get one of these someday. Another one I have to talk about is the McLaren 765 LT, and people might disagree with me with this one, but it is a really good looking car. I love how these things look. They just look amazing. They've got looks better than 720S. It's got that new front kind of bumper design. The lights on the 720S are awesome. Even the 720S is nominated for good design. I love how McLarens have roof scoops. The roof scoop kind of that goes on top of the roof. That's something you need to get in the McLaren. It's an incredibly expensive option. If I'm going to get a McLaren, I need to get one of those someday. And it's got amazing diffuser. Just everything about it is amazing. You can get it in crazy colors. I love the 765 LT. I don't think I would ever try, and I don't think I like any currently available McLaren better. The Speedtail is another gorgeous design. That should be number 6, if I can put a 6th car on this list, with the McLaren Speedtail, which is this amazing design. It's like a 1950s almost, you might say. Like one of those streamlined kind of jet car kind of concept cars, but it turned into a British supercar with 3 seats, no review mirrors and cameras for review mirrors. It's a pretty amazing car. Those are $2-3 million, but that's another amazing design. So those are designs. Those are the best car designs you can buy coming into 2021. These are not all the best, but I could make a longer video about this, and maybe I will. But it would be a very long video because there are a lot of good-looking cars, and I'm happy to say that. There are still a lot of good-looking cars, but unfortunately, design trends are definitely going towards big grills, lumpy styling, and all SUVs. So there are still certain good-looking cars, station wagons, sedans, sports cars, SUVs that look really good. So I will see you soon, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Also, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Goodbye.